You really don't know how to stay gone, do you?
People just don't know how to stay out of my way.
Seth Rollins was supposed to be a special guest referee here tonight to determine the championship match at Stand and Deliver.
And now Seth can't stand or deliver.
When you thought you were too good for NXT a few months ago, that was the best thing to ever happen to me. But at least now the whole world knows the truth, that the Archetype's legacy isn't redemption, it's wreckage.
Careful, Ava. You're one crossed line from being part of the wreckage, too.
You made your mess on SmackDown. Don't drag it down here. I don't want to see you near my show ever again.
Relax. The last man standing between me and Braun Breaker doesn't go here.
Randy Orton appears unfazed by the speculation that he's next on the Archetype's hit list.
That hit list just struck. The suspension isn't cutting it. This man should be arrested.
He's taken out Owens and Rollins, so it's clear what this suspended superstar's endgame is.
But suspended is the key word, Cole. Does he think if he takes out the entire triple threat, they'll put his name in by default?
He sure seems intent to find out, Booker.
Uh-oh, this is going to be nasty. There's the power into the jackhammer. Uh-oh. Oh, what a club. Coming down hard with that shovel.
Taking a beating from a shovel. Boom!
Oh.
And now it looks like they're done.
Done for now, but I have a feeling...
This man is suspended, but somehow has been allowed to speak here on Saturday night's main event.
If you bought a ticket to see a triple threat match here tonight, I'm sorry to tell you that the card is subject to change. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton were standing between me and my destiny. The main event at WrestleMania. Nick Aldis tried to keep me out of this ring, but he doesn't control me. And now that everyone is out of my way, I'm going after Braun Breaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel to the most explosive, athletically gifted force of this generation, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Champion, Braun Breaker. But tonight, I'm here because of you. You take out the competition, stand here, and call it destiny? This isn't destiny. This is desperation. Your last pathetic play. Because you know the only way you could ever be worthy of standing across from my client Braun Breaker is if you were the last man left.
I just have one question. Does he know?
Does he know what?
Does your precious, coddled, oh so special WWE champion know how hard you've been trying to keep me away from him?
What are you talking about?
When I first came back to SmackDown, I was unstoppable. And then here comes Jey Uso. Then Jimmy. Two brothers coming together to come at me. That's the kind of thing that only occurs when someone whispers just loud enough to make real noise. Someone like the wise man. Funny how Hector ended up with the Wyatt Six after I left him behind. They didn't target him at random. Someone pointed them in the direction of a lost soul. Someone who knew exactly what kind of chaos that would unleash. Someone who wanted me trapped in that nightmare while the Royal Rumble came and went. Someone like you.
That is quite the conspiracy theory you've laid out. There's only one problem. It's all completely true. Every twist, every loss, every betrayal, every blindside, every roadblock, that was Paul Heyman. Finding yourself stuck toiling away on SmackDown, far from the WWE champion. That was Paul Heyman. You turned your back on me, so I turned you into my tool. You took out KO, Rollins, Orton, and now my client Braun Breaker gets a WrestleMania opponent handpicked by me.
The WWE champion has heard enough.
Braun Breaker is here to get some answers from Paul Heyman.
Braun, there's no need for you to involve yourself.
Is what I'm hearing true?
Yes, but it was strategic. It was all part of
Lied? You manipulated? You made this all about you.
Braun, let's go hash this out over stakes.
No, I don't care about your personal vendettas, and I don't care about WWE suspensions. I'm gonna do what you couldn't and shut this man up by beating him again. This time at WrestleMania.
Braun Breaker has made the call himself. We have a WrestleMania main event.
The man we once called the archetype gets the shot he's been waiting a year for. Will this be the ultimate finish to his comeback story, or will he fall flat on his face again?
We won't have to wait long to find out.
Wow. So Heyman actually let you off the leash?
This coming from the guy he's had dancing on a string all year.
Yeah? Well, as much as he didn't want this, he led me straight to you.
You've taken a long walk just to get the same result. But after burning all those bridges, Aldis, Pierce, Hector, I guess I can't blame you for being jealous that I've still got someone in my corner. And what did all this get you? Another shot at the guy who already sent you packing.
Sent me packing? You left me breathing. That was your mistake.
Yeah, so you could whine all year about how I broke you. That's the difference between me and you. I win and move on. You lose and make it a lifestyle.
Better than coasting off your daddy's name and Heyman's brain. You've been playing champ while he holds the map. You didn't beat me a year ago. You caught me mid-rebuild. Now, you're getting the finished product.
We've all seen the sad comeback tour. You try to show how tough you are in some wannabe underground street fight. Expect us all to run away because you beat up an old man? Then go tell some campfire ghost stories with the Wyatts. While you spent a year embarrassing yourself, I was defending my title over and over and over again.
Just because you walked in here on your own doesn't mean you're still not hiding behind Heyman's shield. Picking your opponents, your matches.
I can beat any opponent in any match.
How about I name the terms then? Do you want to go run and ask Mr. Heyman if that's okay?
Heyman is an advisor outside of the ring. Inside the ring, it's all me. I don't care what kind of match it is. It ends the same way our last meeting ended. Me as champion and everyone telling you it's time to retire. Name your terms.
Last man standing. No pinfalls, no flukes, just you, too broken to get up.
I kept you down for 365 days. 10 seconds won't be a problem.
Funny thing about comebacks, everyone watches the start. Everybody watches the end. But a lot of people miss the middle.
You're not gonna give me some nonsense about how getting there is half the fun, are you?
No, just saying it was a long road to get here. But here we are. Main event. WrestleMania.
Jealous?
You're going up against Paul Heyman. I know what it's like to have him in your corner, and I know what it's like to be across from his golden child. Nobody is better at elevating a wrestler's strengths and hiding their weaknesses than Paul Heyman.
Must be nice.
Oh, it is, trust me. I know as well as anyone what he brings, the good and the bad. You've got to wonder what would have changed if you had said yes to him. Between you and me, if you could go back...
Yeah. With Heyman clearing a path, it would have made this whole road a hell of a lot easier, that's for sure.
He certainly would have. Not for free, but that's Paul. Anyway, good luck out there.
Here to wish me luck, Aldous?
We both know luck hasn't gotten you this far. If it were up to me, you'd still be suspended. Actually, let's be honest, you'd be fired.
Starting to sound like you're rooting against me, Nick.
As a general manager, I'm required to remain impartial. But as a man, I would very much enjoy watching Bron Breakker drop you on your smug, condescending face.
You never supported me. Not once. You just waited for me to slip so you could feel justified. Well, guess what? I didn't slip. I climbed. And now, I'm standing on everything you tried to bury me under.
Well, you got your match. Bron Breakker, WrestleMania. And all it cost you was your soul, and Hector's, and any shred of respect I had for you. We were friends, and you attacked me. Why? For getting in your way? For trying to remind you of who you were? You know, all those years you were off making movies and chasing that dream, I kept my word that whenever you wanted to come back, I'd get you back in. And I did. And I wish I hadn't. I sure hope it was worth it.
It will be when I win.
Will it? You know, in life you don't get do-overs. But if you could, if you had a chance to go back and change just one decision, one moment that sent you off course, you're telling me you wouldn't?
Maybe. I didn't want it to be this way, but I had to make choices. I had to sacrifice. I had to get here. And I'm sorry, but ultimately, that's what matters.
It's not. Not entirely. Look, anything can happen out there tonight. Last man standing? One of you was walking out, but that won't be the only thing they remember. Your legacy is about not only where you ended up, but how you got there.
Just like everyone else, it sounds like you can't wait to watch.
I never said who I was pulling for.
The following contest is a last...
The unification of the World Championship and... Braun Breaker has taken on every challenger that stepped up over the past year, but none like this.
You mean every challenger that Paul Heyman pre-selected? That is, until this challenger forced his way in.
And now we find out if the so-called archetype can knock out the champ without respect, without rules, and without regret.
Directly to the gut. Running Hurricane Rana.
Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength.
Moving into the ring.
This could be spectacular. Are you kidding me, the Dragon Rana?
This is what it's going to take. You have to go all out if you want that title. Reversal from Braun. 12 months of waiting, leading to one final countdown. Who will be left standing? WrestleMania.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Looks like Cody Rhodes has not forgotten about the shovel attack.
You have to wonder if this is Heyman's last roadblock.
But where is he?
Cody's in the ring. Oh, what the hell is this? Turns that in his favor.
Boom, DDT. Once again, that is not what chairs were created for.
And that ends the count. Able to answer before 10.
Stopping all that nonsense right now.
Driven down with a sidewalk slam.
Enzuigiri finds its mark.
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way. Oh! Boom! Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Come on, this has gotten way too far. Just stop this already. Just wail it away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This getting damn dangerous. And now propped up in the corner. And he had Braun's number there. Drop kick right on the money.
Ah, here we go.
Face buster.
Championship on the line. This could be it.
He's about to become the champion.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Referee's count at 7.
Only a few seconds left.
Just listen.
The moment that Paul Heyman feared the most just happened on the grandest stage of them all.
Nonetheless, we have a new, undisputed WWE champion.
I don't agree with how he got here, and these fans don't either. Any criticism that Paul Heyman coddled or protected Bron Breakker, that's just going to get louder.
Hold that thought, Wade. What is Paul Heyman doing?
He's heading back to the ring. Heyman does not know when to quit.
The champ senses something's up.
Is Paul Heyman begging to jump ship?
This is a pivotal moment that could shape the rest of the champion's career and the future of WWE.
The archetype is joining forces with Paul Heyman. Is anyone surprised?
Wait a second.
He just knocked Heyman out cold. He doesn't need Heyman. He's already defeated his champion.
What's Heyman gonna do? Show him how to lose?
The archetype walked into WrestleMania with a chip on his shoulder and walked out alone as the most dangerous man in WWE. For Booker T, Corey Graves, and Wade Barrett, I'm Michael Cole, and this has been WrestleMania.
Well, you did it. You really did it.
Obviously. I was born to be champion. Just took a minute to fix everyone else's mistakes.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Heyman. You stood at the crossroads, power right there for the taking, and you chose you. It was bold. It was inspiring. It was probably stupid. But what can you do? It's not like this is a video game where you can restart, make different choices, zig where you should have zagged.
Right.
Unless it is. I mean, come on. What if this whole thing's a simulation? What if I'm just pixels and code? There could be someone out there holding a controller thinking, Xavier Woods, you handsome bastard. Get to the point.
I know the feeling.
I'm just saying, if this was a video game, then you could go back. Maybe you and Hector would be best friends right now. Maybe you'd open a restaurant together after you both retired. You could decorate the walls with photos chronicling your adventures in and out of the ring.
Do you think I'd ever open a restaurant with that parasite?
You never know. But if this was a game, you could find out. If it was, this is exactly where a little choice would appear, asking you if you wanted to give up your title and play through things again, or stay here and hang with Adam Pearce for a while, defending that championship.
I just got this title.
Okay.
Well, talk about making a WrestleMania moment. After everything you've done, I thought you would have stooped even lower and sided with Heyman. You two seem meant for each other.
I am the WWE champion, and I accomplished that all by myself. I didn't need that pathetic, blubbering leech, Paul Heyman.
At least we can agree on that last part. In any event, now it's time to prove you can stand on your own by defending your championship.
I will dominate whoever you put in my way. So what do you got?
This is a match that everyone will want to see. What do you think?
That's not what I had in mind for my next title defense. What else do you have?
The following contest is a tables match. And it's for the... Introducing the challenger from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 200.
There's the bell, and this championship match is underway.
Oh, yeah, and this championship has been highly contested, but only one of them is going to walk out of here tonight.
And hold on a second, a nice display of fair play here.
Shake hands all you want, but just remember, you better also be ready to throw hands, man.
There's nothing wrong with showing some mutual respect up top, but you're right. Now's the time to fight.
Ooh.
Heading back into the ring now.
Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Great job refocusing to reverse that.
And he heads back into the ring. Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
Taking his chances on a make-or-break moment, and I do mean from the heavens. The champion retains.
Here is your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Champion, Hillbilly Josh Allen.
The champion retains his title. He continues a reign which feels anything but undeserved.
Look who couldn't resist.
Yeah, I think it's time to see what...
New choice.
There you are. I've been looking for you all day.
They've been keeping me busy. Had to shoot all new matchup graphics, promotional shots. My hand feels like it's about to fall off after signing about 1,000 8x10s.
It's tough being the archetype.
Honestly, it's nice being the archetype. I missed it.
You were gone for like 2+ years.
I know I was technically cleared after about 6 months, but I wanted to make sure I was really ready to get back in the ring. And now, There's no doubt about that.
Well, that's all good to hear. Not an easy first match back tonight, though, against our champion. If it were up to me, I would have given you a warm-up. I'm pulling for you. But Braun Breaker, he's the real deal.
I know I was out, but I didn't stop watching the product. I've seen Braun's matches, and I know what he can do.
Seeing him on TV is one thing. Facing him in the ring is another, especially with Heyman in his corner. But look, I know you're up first tonight, so I'm sure you want to go get ready for your match. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Pierce.
Wow, what's it been? 10, 12 years?
Something like that. Good to see you, Punk. You've been on quite the run since you came back to WWE.
Thanks. And now it's your turn. I saw they put you right back in the title picture against Braun Breaker and my old buddy Heyman. Must be nice. Took me over a year after I returned to even sniff a title shot.
Well, different situations. Unlike you, I wasn't sitting at home for 10 years watching hockey with my dog.
You might as well have been for how long you nursed your injury. In any event, I have a feeling you'll pick up right where you left off. Once that archetype music hits and they see you out there with your old familiar look, they'll be chanting your name and you'll be more than ready to take care of business.
Why change what always worked, right?
Change can be good. Not saying you need to start a mutiny or anything, but at the same time, you don't want to rely on old habits too much.
Got it. You know I'm not one of your NXT kids, right? I can handle this.
Yeah. Good luck out there. And if you win, I'll be waiting for a title shot.
There you are. I've been looking for you all day.
They've been keeping me busy.
It's tough being...
Honestly,
You were gone.
I know I was technically cleared up.
Well,
I know.
see?
Thanks, Pete.
Wow.
Thanks. Well, why got it?
Yeah.
I gotta ask.
Good to...
A
A lot has changed.
things.
I think...
Oh.
Come back.
Jake,
when I went
well,
to
let me-
your...
I'm gonna...
Oh!
The following is scheduled for one fall, and is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
The unification of the World Championship and here we go. It's the Raw after WrestleMania, and our WWE Champion is wasting no time in facing their next challenge in the returning Archetype.
This is a match we thought we would never see, let alone witness, just one night after the showcase of the Immortals.
Credit to Paul Heyman's guy, Braun Breaker. He doesn't dodge any challenge. He just better hope that doesn't catch up to him tonight.
Up and around. Down with a tilt-the-world backbreaker. Nothing fancy about that.
Crashing down hard.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
And able to skirt around that attack.
What a Frankensteiner. The champion on the receiving end of some serious offense.
Might be just what he needed to wake up here to really get his head in this fight.
Hurricanrana, ay Dios mío. That kind of agility is something that just...
Gonna fly. Moonstone. And Braun's having trouble managing this onslaught.
Any chance for Braun's offense is being trampled.
Paul Heyman's client, Braun Breaker, is defending his WWE Championship against the returning Archetype in a showdown worthy of next year's WrestleMania. Right now, on Raw.
Driven down face first. He wants it one more time.
Face first, smashed down with such force.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Jumping knee strike.
Lights out.
Finds a counter for Breaker.
What a drop kick.
You still think the Archetype is swimming upstream, Wayne?
He looks great, but he better stay focused here.
Look out.
Frankensteiner from the top rope.
Like I was saying, and the Archetype may be hurt.
Here we go.
Spear! Breaker nails the spear!
That's got to be it.
Braun Breaker is successfully defended his WWE Championship, turning back the Archetype with relative ease.
This wasn't the comeback the Archetype had hoped for, to say the least. And now he's going to be asking himself a lot of hard questions.
Braun's about to put an exclamation point on his WrestleMania weekend.
The Archetype just hit the floor with a sickening thud.
Well, if it wasn't clear already, it's officially a new era in WWE. The Archetype is a thing of the past, and Braun Breaker reigns supreme.
I'm not sure how the Archetype is going to regroup from this.
He might not regroup at all.
We are now joined by a former champion who made their long-awaited return tonight, the Archetype. Let's open up the floor to questions. Let's start off in the front row.
Thank you. Marcus Brown from the Wrestling Spectator. I wanted to know how you're feeling after that match.
Thanks, Marcus. I'm a bit banged up. That suplex to the floor didn't help. But nothing I haven't felt before. I'll be all right.
Okay, next up, third from the back.
Hi, Robin Ray from the Women Who Fight podcast. Have you had a chance to check out the reaction on social media?
I've been in the trainer's room for the past 2 hours, so no, I haven't. Why? What's going on?
You're currently the #1 trending topic worldwide.
Oh, here we go.
One post reads, and I quote, "The Archetype is like a fast food burrito. You haven't tried it in a while, so it sounds like a good idea, but it's a sloppy mess, leaves you feeling unfulfilled, and then exits in a hurry."
Look, I'll be the first to admit I didn't perform up to my standards tonight. Am I disappointed? Of course. But I'm not going to let one bad match define me.
We have time for one more question. Robert, you were next?
Thanks. Robert Inkin, Sports Coverage Daily. With how your night turned out, are you going to continue your comeback? Or have your injuries taken too much of a toll to compete at this level?
I think a lot of people are wondering the same thing, so I'm glad you asked that. Here's my response. I will not give up that easily. All that negativity, it's fuel. I am going to use every negative post, every negative comment from the crowd, the locker room, the media. I will use all of that negativity to fuel my comeback. I will train harder than I have ever trained before. I'll be the first to show up and the last to leave. I refuse to go out like this. I refuse to let my fans down. I refuse to let myself down. So I'm going to take a step back, reassess. And the next time you see me, the real Archetype will be back. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Archetype.
Trying to remember who you used to be? Or wondering if you'll ever get back?
A little bit of both, maybe.
The place looks nicer than I remember.
We've made some upgrades. A lot's changed since the last time you were here.
Don't have to tell me that.
Yeah, I saw your comeback match. I saw the press conference, too. That could have gone a whole different way. But you showed up, took it on the chin, didn't point fingers. Didn't play the victim.
I got beat. There's no hiding from that. But hey, everybody loves a comeback story. Just Usually they don't start with a viral meme of you eating canvas.
Well, then you've come to the right place. You know, everybody talks about my big comeback in 2002 like it started at SummerSlam. But the match? That was the easy part. What they didn't see is the months of grind that came before it. The quiet work, the doubt, the pain. You ready for that? Because after what your body's been through, there's no shame in tapping out.
I didn't work my way back to walk away like this. You know rehab like that either breaks you or rebuilds you. And I'm still standing.
Glad to hear it. We've got a bunch of hungry talent here dying to test themselves against someone like you. You'll push them. They'll push you harder. You've got the run of the place. Talk to me or Justine when you want to set up a match.
Thanks. I will.
Oh, almost forgot. There's a little gift waiting for you in the locker room. Courtesy of Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker.
Is it in a flaming paper bag?
No, but it might as well be.